Hello, and welcome to Recapping with Delora
and Ashley.
Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Recapping Podcast.
Also, rate, review, and subscribe to our show on your favorite podcast platform. We're on all the things.
We want to hear your thoughts on the movies and shows we review.
Leave us a comment on Apple Podcasts or our YouTube channel, and we will read them during the show.
Or reach out to us on social media. We love talking all things entertainment and pop culture with you.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you. Hey, Ashley.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Well, there's one battle after another.
Story of our lives.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Recapping with Delora and Ashley. We are going to recap this newly minted Oscar nominee, One Battle After Another. It is a rated R film. It's drama, action, thriller, 2 hours and 41 minutes of my life that I am not getting back. And it was released September 26, 2025. Here's a summary. Bob, a washed up revolutionary who lives in a state of stoned paranoia, surviving off grid with his spirited and self-reliant daughter, Wella. When his evil nemesis resurfaces and Wella goes missing, the former radical scrambles to find her as both father and daughter battle the consequences of their past. Here's the cast. We have Leonardo DiCaprio as Bob, Sean Penn as Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw, Chase Infinity as Willa, Benicio del Toro as Sensei, Tiana Taylor as Perfidia, Regina Hall as Deandra, and I'm going to highlight Fitz because you got to call out Fitz, Tony Goldwyn as Virgil. This film was written, directed, and produced by PTA. That's what Tiana Taylor used to like to call him. Paul Thomas Anderson. She always apparently on set would say, "Let him cook." Ratings, Ashley, 94% by critics, 85% from the audience users. I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes. Google users gave this film 72%. What is your grade for One Battle After Another?
I have not even considered a grade for whatever reason for this one. I think when I went into it, I was like, this is going to be drama. It's going to be sad. It's going to be bloody. There was a lot more humor that I took away from this than I expected. There were even parts where I was like, I'm not supposed to be taking this seriously, clearly. Like the dialogue, like y'all can't be for real. So I think in that way, it surprised me kind of in a good way because I really did think it was going to be super serious, super intense. And these moments of like ridiculousness and levity kind of made it not so like the violence. There's obviously still violence, but it offered more than I had thought it was going to offer in terms of like a little bit of a balance, I'll say, because I definitely laughed out loud a couple of times. So I will give One Battle After Another. I'm gonna give it a B minus C plus range. What about you?
So I went into this film extremely cold. I mean, all I knew were the stars, but I knew nothing about the plot. I actually wasn't that familiar with Paul Thomas Anderson originally, but I have seen his work. Like when I look it up, I'm like, oh, I've seen Phantom Thread, you know, I've seen Boogie Nights. He did Magnolia in 1999. I didn't see that one. There Will Be Blood, saw that one. Shout out to Daniel Day-Lewis, you know.
Hmm.
So I was expecting that level of like, this is an Oscar Best Picture nominee.
Hmm.
This is going to be serious. They're going to talk about, you know, war. And once I got into it with the rebellion and the rebels or whatever, I was just like, oh. But then I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, what the fuck is happening? Like, I literally text Kylia, like, who talks like this? Who talks like this?
That's why I said there's no like when I was watching, I was like, y'all are not. This is not a serious film. Like we're not.
They're
This is not that serious.
unserious. It's
Yeah,
so unserious.
yeah, yeah. It is. It really is. Even the
I
quirks that Sean Penn exhibits in the film,
girl.
I'm like, this is y'all are not serious with this.
And
It's
then
like cosplaying, really.
it's unreal, Ashley. Unreal. And so I'm not rating this film. I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. I and we'll get into it. Let's get into spoiler alerts. One battle after another. I guess it's probably safe to say like this is the past. Okay, starting with the past, this group of revolutionaries who calls themselves French 75.
One of my favorite drinks.
So that was the first thing. That was the first thing. I was like, French 75. They're doing all this crazy stuff. They're blowing shit up. Viva Revolution.
Viva la revolution.
I'm like, okay, they're getting the migrants out of these camps. Obviously, it's a commentary on today's world in the United States when it comes to our relationships with the immigrant. And you have this ragtag revolutionary people who want to free the immigrants and fight the power, essentially, right?
Hmm.
And that's another thing. I feel like they give too much weight to Bob in this movie because he did a whole lot of nothing for me. A whole lot of
You
nothing.
ain't like Ghetto Bob? Or what was his name? What wasn't Ghetto Bob? What was his name? His real name? Ghetto Pat.
Jungle Pussy,
Girl,
Perfidia, Beverly
Beverly Hills.
Hills.
I'm telling you, I was like, y'all, okay. I see what we're doing here. This is satire. This is not to be taken
But here's the
seriously.
deal. Here's the deal. I was okay with that to an extent because this is where you lost me. This is where you lost me. Okay, so the star of the first half of this film is Perfidia Beverly Hills, who is rah rah, revolution, blow up everything,
Yeah.
fight the power. And they have this mission. She gets to Lockjaw, and then it becomes this overtly sexual interaction. So much so that it leaves an impression on Lockjaw. And he's like in this search to find her after this rebel mission. Again, they freed some migrants out of these, detainment camps. He finds her. He's lusting after her. She has this relationship with Leo's character, and all she wants to do is fuck. And this is where I get satire to a point, but when you start doing satire on Black people, when I know a white man wrote this script, this is where I felt
Mm,
gross
mm.
because it's like I am rooting for everyone Black. I love Tiana Taylor. She is such a multi hyphenate. She is phenomenal at everything that she does, the singing, the acting, the directing, the dancing, I'm a fan. I root for her. But this character right here broke my heart because
Mm.
to me, what it's giving another Halle Berry moment where you
Yep.
have this gorgeous woman who is well with High Halle, it was down on her luck, but we'll get on the down on her luck with Perfidia in a minute. But she ends up having the sexual encounter with this racist white man who apparently reluctantly fucks her because she's hot. Like, I don't.
Not even reluctantly. I think he, as he says, loves black women. And even though he's racist in a lot of other ways, this is his one little weakness. And so he was eyeing her obviously the moment she came in his little trailer and held that man at gunpoint. The fact that he could get his dick rise on command,
On
get his dick
command.
to rise on command like that, sir, is okay. So this is when I was like, all right, again, this is not serious. Cause like, she was like, get it up. I'm like, get it up. Get it up. And then his little weird mannerisms with the lockjaw thing was so like
It's
this
the
tick.
hair, it's the mouth, it's
Yeah.
the tight t-shirts,
He was
it's his
so
walk.
weird. He was such a weirdo. And so, yeah, I think, first of all, you ain't told not one lie about this performance and character for Tiana. I love Tiana Taylor as well. Definitely rooting for her. So excited for her to be getting recognition and accolades. But it definitely, to your point, feels like she's sexualized by these two white men in this film. And that is why we are comfortable with awarding her for this performance. Had she killed Sean Penn, maybe, or something different had happened, I don't know if she'd be recognized in the same way. And I'm just going to be honest. Like, I do feel like it's a little bit of a palatable thing that they are comfortable with recognizing us for, just like when somebody portrays a slave, just like when there's that type
Well,
of
it speaks
rhetoric
to
and character.
those archetypes, right? You
Yes.
have the Jezebel, and then if you're not a Jezebel, you're a mammy, like the
Or you're
help,
a slave.
or you're a slave.
So yes, I 1,000% agree with that. I think the caveats that I give it with all of this is like, y'all, at least you got to be more than that, because for Hallie's depiction, that's really all she got to be in my mind. Like, she didn't get to play, she didn't get to do nothing else. She was just a tragic,
Make me feel
tragic
good.
character. Yeah.
But Tiana had a make me feel good moment too with Leo. Like, they just blew up something and she's like, oh, please F me, please F me.
She was just a little bit of an
In the
adrenaline
middle of the
junkie.
desert?
I think her
Like,
character was a little bit of an adrenaline junkie too, of like, if we're doing this high stakes thing, sex is like the adrenaline of it makes sense. It's
right.
all together. Feeling like I just want this heightened feeling. That's the
Hmm.
way I think, because I think she really did like care about Leo.
What
Obviously,
she
she didn't
was,
care at all about Sean
no,
Penn, but
no.
yeah,
I'm looking at my notes here. I was like, at one point, I was like, am I supposed to be laughing at this? Because this
some
is
of it, yes,
ridiculous.
some of it,
Ridiculous.
yes.
Again, these outrageous names. What do you think it helped the message or do you think it distracted you?
it it didn't distract me. Again, I just realized that I this is not serious. Like, I really thought this was a serious drama, and it's not. Like, it is a comedic dark comedy type thing to me more than anything, with some guns and it's not that deep from my view of it. Like, it's really, maybe it has some messaging in there that resonates with people, but it's really not that deep of a movie to me.
Well, things take a turn on two fronts. So the first, Lockjaw gets a hold of Perfidia and is like, meet me at this rendezvous place because we need to talk or whatever. She shows up, they bang it out. Um,
Ugh.
I know, I know. Everybody starts getting caught. She gets caught. And the sad part is for her to be so passionate, she is such a flawed character, right? She ratted everyone out.
Girl,
She ratted everyone out from Fringe 75. Ashley,
she's
I
so
did not see that
cheesy.
coming. That's when I knew she was no good. Like,
Yeah, she ratted them out real easy, in my opinion. Like there was nobody beat her, nobody tortured her. It was just under the threat of
she
going to prison.
sang like a canary because she was
Yeah.
facing 30 to 40 years in prison.
But like as bold as they were, y'all are going robbing banks. You don't have on a mask. Everybody knows who you are. So to be like
Yeah.
this big and bold, like I'm expecting you to go out like fucking set it off. That's what
Braveheart,
I thought was about to happen.
freedom.
I'm thinking, girl, you about to go out, in
She
style.
sang like a canary. Oh,
Got her
Ashley.
friends murked. You hear me? When she
And
shot
like
old
they,
girl right outside in the head, I was like, damn.
well, that's the thing. I was like, do you think she knew they were going to kill them off the way they did? Or do you think they were just going to capture them and imprison them?
I think she didn't give it enough
Care.
thought. Yep.
Yeah.
The chips were
Yeah.
gonna fall where they may. Cause yeah, I mean he didn't kill everybody, but he took out what, two, three of them.
A lot of them, enough of them.
Crazy.
And then I didn't even mention she got pregnant. She had her biracial baby. Okay. I find it funny because I mean, I have one, but still, like, I don't refer to her. But anyway, she names this baby Charlene, and she's a horrible mother. She's a horrible mother. She is jealous of the attention that Bob is giving their child. Like, it's okay. So here's the deal: to show empathy, it is a lot. That transition from being, especially someone like her, wildly independent, free spirited, like I said, rah rah, to like, oh, I got to take care of this baby. This baby is sucking literally my life source out of
Yeah.
me. Again, they made her a bad mom. So I'm like, so she's the sex fiend and now she's a bad mom. I don't like this. Written by a white man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So I was wondering if she was suffering a bit from postpartum with
Yes,
the way she was,
probably.
yeah, the way she was behaving. Like I was like, I don't think she has the tools. That's how I took it. Was like, I don't think she
Mm,
has the tools to cope with this new reality. And, she doesn't really have, yeah, she has this formated family, but it's not like where's her real family? Where's her support system? I just think there was a lot going on and I don't think she knew how to handle herself, let alone a baby. And I think it came much easier for Bob, aka Pat, to transition to being a father, even when she was pregnant, to realize, like, yeah, we got a kid on the way. Like, you need to kind of start changing your behavior. And obviously, he
right.
became the nurturer even when the baby was born because somebody had to. We got a baby. But
Yes.
I think I give Perfidia, that's what we're really going to call her. I wish she had a real name.
I
We're
wish
going
she
to
had a real
give
name too.
Tiana's character just a little bit of grace in the situation. I think just as a black woman in the situation she was in, she needed some support in this situation that she obviously wasn't getting.
Mm, yeah. Like I mentioned, she ratted everybody out. She ends up in witness protection. Lockjaw was like, "Oh, I'm about to have a booty call, like on
Girl, he
site,
had her in a house ready to domesticate her ass.
bringing her flowers." And I don't know why he thought he could tame her in any way. She was like,
Because he thought he had
"Deuces."
her between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, she was like, "The border is 5 seconds that way."
But her note to him, again, I'm like, this is so
Oh,
unserious. You don't make the pussy pop. What?
that angered me. What is this
Bruh.
white man? Paul? What are you saying? What are you saying? Who said that to you?
Oh,
You don't make this pussy pop.
but you know what's funny is if any of this is improvised, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, was any of this? They were like, "Yo, that line don't hit, Paul. Let me go with pussy pop.
Wild,
That's the line to use." Like, where's the behind
wild.
the scenes, the making of one battle after another? That's what we need.
Oh my gosh.
Because that literally, when I saw that note, I think my face was like that just one line gif or that one line emoji. I'm like, you got to be fucking, be for real, y'all. Be for real. Do we take any moment seriously in this film? Be for
I
real.
don't think so. I don't think so. Right. And then again, when Lockjaw got her, he was like, I'm gonna embrace you like the federal government. And like doing that and caressing her at the same time.
Girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So does anybody really have the moral high ground at this rate? Because to me, the rebels were reckless. Like it's giving bad boys reckless. You know how like they save the day, but they blow up everything in their path along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was definitely on the rebel side to start. And then once I saw that they're willing to kill innocent
People.
people,
Yes.
that's when you lose me. Because you went from like, yeah, you're kind of heroes to help people who are probably being illegally detained and all these things, but then you go to a bank because you need money and you kill a security guard. Like that man's just doing his job on a Tuesday. And I just felt they were reckless with their lives and with everybody's lives then around them. Like, if we're going to do this, like, be for real, do it seriously, take it seriously, wear masks, do whatever, because eventually they all had a death wish if they were just going to be this big and bold. Eventually you are going to get caught and either killed or sent to prison. Like, it was inevitable with the way that they were acting. So, nah, I wouldn't say anybody had the moral high ground. I will say that they made Bob slash Pat the most not sympathetic, but what's the word? Like the least in the shit of it felt like everybody else because he just did the explosives. So it's like I just do my little explosives, I do a little show, and then like I'm out the way. And everybody else kind of gets their
Mhm.
hands dirty.
Got it. Well, we time jump 16 years in the future. Charlene is no longer Charlene. Lockjaw was also upset about that name, even though at this point we
Sounds
don't.
like a black girl. I had an aunt Charlene, and she was a black girl.
Of course, exactly. Well, Charlene is now Willa, and Pat is now Bob, and they are living in the sticks somewhere. Like I'm like, this is giving a little bit Oregon, a little bit of Twilight. Where were they?
Yeah, they were definitely in some backwoodsy type environment in these United States.
Exactly. Willa is a top student. She part of martial arts training, and Bob is he supposed to be a lovable loser, you think?
Sure. I think
Sure.
because it's Leo, people probably see
Yeah.
him as a lovable loser because it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Could I mean, shout out to him though. He did raise that child. You know what I
He
mean? Like
did.
by himself after everything. He did not tell this baby about her mother the real truth. And I actually was surprised by that. Were you?
No, he loved her at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't seem like the type that, was going to probably make not an enemy of his daughter to her mother, but like his character, from what I could tell, it makes sense.
Well, they're living their lives quite peacefully, but things started to get agitated again, all because Lockjaw wanted to join the Christmas adventurers. Ashley, I cannot. I would not. I should not. I sound like green eggs and ham. I would not, could not Sam I am. Okay, like what?
Girl.
Girl, their calling card is um uh something Saint Nick or something like
Yeah. Like all hail Saint Nick or some shit
all
like
hail
that.
Saint Nick.
Girl.
The ringtone is Jingle Bells,
But you
which
know what's crazy is there's some white supremacist group cackling at the uh close tie that this has to reality for them. Like I
probably.
1,000% felt that when I was watching it. I was like, this is a real glimpse inside.
And to that point, these are the same people who are saying this is a phenomenal. This is art,
Yeah.
masterpiece.
Yeah. I just was hurt that Fitz was a
Girl.
part of this. That hurt me.
So honestly, real talk though, I was like, this is how I solidified in my head. I was like, okay, this is absolutely satire
Yeah.
because
Tony,
Tony Tony Goldwyn would never. Okay, like
Tony.
he would never. I think he also knows. See this. I also think he's clever enough to understand how much we would know. Like, okay, this is tongue in cheek for sure.
It better be.
It better be. But yeah, Lockjaw pretty much wants to join this secret society white supremacist group. He has to be blemish free, Ashley. And because of that, he's on this mission. Like, I might have a biracial baby out there in these streets, and I gotta eliminate her just so he
Crazy.
can join a group of old white men to do what exactly? Like, what did they actually do, Ashley?
Oh, I'm sure they
Besides,
did their
yet having the
damage.
power to let him in or not, what were they known for?
I'm sure they were doing damage. I mean, Lockjaw was running that whole immigration situation that they originally, the French 75, busted. So I'm sure they were doing damage along the way in multiple ways. I mean, they had power in government, power in
Yeah,
politics. So
right.
they were
Yeah,
absolutely fighting many battles that one could say we see the fruits of right now. So
girl.
even though
Well,
this is satire,
right, right. Wink, wink, blink, blink. Willa is thinking she's just going out with her friends to a school dance till she goes to the restroom and Dion is it Deandra? Dion.
Regina.
um,
It's Regina.
Deandra Regina Hall shows up, gives her the code, and was like, give it back to me. And she's like, my dad said, if anybody ever walks up to me and said these words, to trust them with my life. So the thing about Willa that I appreciate about her character is you could tell that we start seeing a little bit of glimpses of her mom's fire, right? But I think she did what every young black kid does when a black woman shows up and like, we got to go and be like, okay, when, where? We don't sit up and ask why. We're like, where's the car?
I was just impressed that whatever training she had done with her father stuck because
Yes.
he seems like such a
Yes.
slob kebab at this point
Yes.
and not really doing too much. So, whatever intense training she went through previously, thank God for it because she was ready when the moment called for it.
Absolutely. And she leaves without warning. She didn't have a cell phone. Well, not officially, that is. And so she didn't get a chance to tell her dad where she was going. Regina takes her to this nunnery or the sanctuary town, and he's left scrambling, trying to figure out where's his daughter. You know what I mean? He enlists help from the sensei, Mr. Del Toro, and they go on a freaking road trip to find his daughter. He has the locator machine that he has. But can I just say this? Like, what was the point of Del Toro in this movie? Like, I just,
So that's why I was laughing, not because I didn't see the point, but because like he was such a mixed bag. Like on the one hand, he was a sensei, he was very zen, he was very calm. And on the other hand, like he's ready for war. He's
yeah,
doing some illegal shit out the house. Like he got his gun, he ready to go. So it was just funny, like the mixed bag you get a bit with his character. But he was ready. I mean, I appreciate it. Like I think had he not been around, Bob wouldn't have made it out.
He would
Bob would have
not. Bob
got.
would have still been scrambling, trying
Yeah.
to figure out where his daughter was.
So you ask his point in the movie, he was Bob's little guardian angel because
That's true.
Bob wasn't gonna make it without Sensei.
He was not. Why'd y'all still found them, Ashley? I was so sad. I was like, I knew for sure they were safe. They were not. But what took me out was he meets Willa face to face, and then he busts out this portable paternity test. What?
I don't know why somewhere in my heart I thought that actually meeting her and seeing her was going to change the mission. I don't know why I thought this, Delora. When he said the
Mm,
words, if these don't line up, you're free to go, but if these
right,
do, uh-oh, we got a problem.
right.
I was like, well, god damn. I would have thought at least seeing your flesh and blood potentially would have changed your heart. This is an
Girl,
extension of the woman you allegedly loved
allegedly.
and you was just gonna take her out. It's a cold world, man.
Cold world. I mean, think about the history of this country, right?
Yeah.
Enslaved children. Okay.
Yeah. Again, I don't
Um,
know why I thought he was gonna have some like a soft spot. It wasn't there.
and he was just full of mixed messages to me though. Like, he's like, they didn't raise you right, or your father wasn't enough for your mother. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? Do you want her to be your child or not? Like, I don't
I don't
understand.
know what he thought he was getting off with that because your father wasn't enough for your mother. Sir, who are you trying to convince? Is this still, you still upset about that? My pussy don't pop for your
Right?
note?
How she left him?
16 years
Exactly.
later?
Exactly. Talking about, oh, you get that fire from your mother. What were you hoping for?
Absolutely that she was not that man's child. What are we
Same,
saying? I was so
same,
devastated for her. I mean, obviously
same.
she knows who her dad is, the man who raised her, but I would have preferred if Tiana would have wrapped it up with that man so there wasn't even a question about
Right.
whose child she was pregnant with cuz a white supremacist dirt bag
Exactly.
versus Leo, who you love and is fighting a good fight with you. It's not a competition. So I was sad for her. But she's a strong girl.
She is. Shout out to Chase Infinity. I saw this post on the internet the other day and I completely agreed with it. It's like the guys from Heated Rivalry and Chase Infinity remind you that it's like you don't always need a Nepo baby. Like, you know, like give people shots, okay?
Yeah.
Give them the chance.
It's hard to believe that the first time we saw her, at least I saw her, was in Presumed Innocent, right? She was
Right.
Jake Gyllenhaal and
Child.
and oh, I'm blanking on the actress name. I can see her
Ruth
face.
Nega.
Yes. Yep. And we recapped that. And so it's
We did.
crazy that this is where she is now. And her turns during this press run, my girl.
You know, she's dressed by our faves, my faves. Wayman and Micah,
Mhm.
they have been, I mean, dressing that baby girl.
She
Like,
looks so
she's been
good.
looking so
And it's
amazing.
the hair too. It's the fits,
Yes.
it's the
It's the whole
hair. I
thing.
literally was just looking at her hairstyles recently and I was like,
Yes.
we have to do that one. She's looking great.
Yep. And her name is also so Hollywood.
Yes.
But yeah, she's 25 years old. So she played much younger then. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wasn't sure how old she was though, because I started second guessing myself. I was like, is she a teenager? Is she?
Mm-mm.
But no, not in real life.
You know, they very rarely are. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. That's
History
true.
tells us that these mofos be 30 playing high schoolers.
Plus the melanin aspect of it all too.
Indeed, indeed.
But what I thought was interesting with the confrontation between Willa and Lockjaw was that she was like, my mother was a rat. And he was like, she was a revolutionary. I'm like, again, he's defending her. And Willa is coming to terms with the fact that her mom is, in fact, a rat.
Yeah,
My question to you is, did Bob know who the father was?
I don't think so. And I don't think he should ever know.
Ooh, really?
I think it would be devastating for him. I mean, he would obviously still love his daughter,
Yeah,
but it's just that man don't need to know that.
that's a
Keep
good
that
point.
keep that to yourself.
Well, the Christmas adventurers heard about Lockjaw's extracurricular activity, trying to find the sperm thief.
Ridiculous. He said he got raped backwards
He said raped in reverse.
in reverse. Now, when you think about the sex scene, he did kind of get sexed up in reverse, whatever they were doing, but
Yeah,
he was
he submitted to
full
her
willing
though,
participant.
willing. And they called her hitman.
Girl,
I
girl.
was like, did he think he could get away with this mission without them knowing? Like,
Guess so.
do you think Lockjaw was capable of love, or do you think he is just like an ownership thing?
Yeah, he probably did love Tiana Taylor, whatever love means for him, though. I think love can mean different things. I don't think it was necessarily about ownership. I thought it was more so like almost kindred spirit type shit, where it's like, I
Fiery
rah, rah,
flames,
rah, go hard for
twin
my stuff.
flames.
Yeah, like you do too. I recognize that in you. Respect type stuff.
So at this point in the movie, once it's confirmed that she is in fact his child, you are the father. They go on this long trip. He went and found this man to assassinate this child. And he was like, I don't do kids. I don't do kids. Shout out to him for having standards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was like, well, just drop her off with the 1776 group. You know, my hackles went all the way up when that came because, these are the people who are the anti, what's the name of that book? 1619 Project.
Mm,
They had to combat that with their 1776 project. I was like, nope, wouldn't touch that group with a 10-foot pole.
no.
But that guy eventually got a conscience and was like, you know what? I'm not going to leave this girl here. I'm glad he did, though. But it didn't work out for him because he ended up dead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he gave up his life for it, which I mean, at least that may be a redeemable moment in his
For
life.
him and
Yeah.
his soul.
Yeah.
Well, Lockjaw thought, mission accomplished. Let me head back out. He gets God, Ashley.
Hmm.
When that happened, I was like, yo.
Chucking up the deuces, bitch.
I love that Willa, even though she was unfortunately trafficked, she had enough agency to fight back and was like, I'm going to drive this car, even though my hands are zip tied together, because I'm getting the hell out of here.
I mean, I appreciated her fight generally
Yeah.
during this whole escapade. I was like, girl, keep that fight. Do what you got to do. Get up out of here.
Don't take it sitting down.
Hmm.
And then she was able, again, saving herself, okay, trapping this Christmas adventurer assassin. He got the car and she she did her little code words. Actually, I feel like we need a code word now. You know what I mean? Like
I hope not, man. I don't want to be in these
bibbity
predicaments.
bobbity impossible.
Okay. Cinderella is where you go immediately.
Things are happening every day. Anyway, he didn't pass the test and he got shot. And I love, again, shout out to her acting because she shot that man and that scream after. I was like, oh, I felt that.
Hmm.
But I was so nervous when Leo rolled up. I'm like, please don't shoot your father. Please do not shoot your father. And when he was not, because he has been incapable of returning the correct response to the French 75 order, what have you. And again, what do you think was going on in her head? Do you think she was just still in that heightened
Bro,
state,
I don't
like
know because
anybody could get it?
I don't know because I got irritated for a minute. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, do you think he has a clone? Do you think suddenly you just can't trust him because you don't know who to trust anymore because of the situation you found yourself in? And now
She
you
did
know
find
that
out that he
this
wasn't
man is
her
not your
father.
daddy. Yeah. So I'm like,
Like,
is
who are
that what it
you?
is? So now, because
Yeah.
yeah, for a minute I was like, girl, come on, bro. Like, if I see my parent in a moment like this, my reaction is not going to be to potentially shoot them. It's going to be like, oh, thank God you're here, you know?
Right.
So I was confused by that reaction. I was like, girl, don't piss me off.
But to
But I
be
do
fair, she
think it's
did
like,
know.
yeah, it's like, who do I trust now? There's a lot that has
Yeah.
transpired. I don't know what's really good. You know, I've been bouncing around. So it's probably just a moment of like confusion of, is life still the same? Is this man still the man I think he is? You know, all of that.
Well, they go off in the sunset in the distance. We found out that Lockjaw is in fact not dead.
Crazy. That
I
man got
was like,
shot in the face.
what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Crazy.
And then we get like fast forward. He's meeting up with the Christmas Adventurers again,
Looking
talking about
crazy.
why he should be part of the group. And this is where he comes up with calling Perfidia a sperm thief, a semen demon. Is that what we call
I'm
groupies?
telling you, this is why I said I laughed out loud on some of these moments. Like, even back the first Christmas Adventurers moment with the guy they had hired when they were talking about the one black chick who was a jungle pussy. He was like, where's she now? The pussy's dead. Oh, the pussy's dead. Like, y'all are so unserious.
Yep. And they were like, you know what? You can join our group.
Let me take you to your office, buddy.
I knew something was off. Did you know something was off, Ashley?
They've already determined that this man has to die. They tried to execute him. He didn't die the first time. You think they're going to stop here? If Rachel's sister hired a hitman who wasn't going to stop on the bodyguard, you think that these Christmas adventurer psychos are going to stop trying to kill you when they think you're a detriment to the white race? And you choose to go back to the building for them to take you out however they see fit. Crazy. Wild.
It's the audacity for me. Like, it's like you can't take a hint.
Maybe he didn't really see who tried to kill him. Maybe. Maybe we're saying that he didn't
Hmm.
realize it was them that tried to kill him. We know, but does he know?
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can think. Otherwise, he was took himself to the slaughter.
When that dude closed the door, I was like, he should check that door and see if he could get out. Like, that was
Girl,
the thought. And
gassed him.
then they gassed him. I guess he died happy though, thinking,
I had a whole conversation with one of my friends earlier about the way they let him die. And I was like, I guess they tried it the violent way and they said that didn't work. So then they just let him just go out peacefully, which I don't necessarily agree with based off of his character. But at the end of the day, I think they just wanted as little mess as possible and they discarded my guy like trash.
I mean,
Let
quickly.
me throw your ass in this incinerator because you nothing but a scrap of human bodies to put and get extinguish.
And
So
I'm like, how often do y'all do that when y'all got that in the same building?
quite a bit. If they just can gas somebody through the ventilation system, quite a bit, baby. That's probably the special little office. That's wild.
Yeah. And then the movie ends with Willa picking up that revolutionary mantle, and you know, they all lived happily ever after. Ashley, what are your final thoughts for One Battle After Another?
Like I said, I went in thinking this was about to be something real dramatic, devastating. The levity of it caught me off guard, and I was actually grateful for it. I watched this over a snowed in weekend. I didn't want to watch a bunch of like down, depressing stuff because the state of the world in America is already that. So the levity actually helped me to push through, have some chuckles, not take this that seriously. And for that, I am actually grateful. I do think it's interesting that this is among the highest nominated films at the Oscars this year.
Crazy
Again,
to
what got
me.
left on the cutting room floor, you know?
Truly, truly.
I'm just
And
curious.
I do actually have one more question for you. What battle is this movie actually about?
Well, it was a line that I think Leo or one of them actually said that is one
Yeah,
battle after another. So I think it felt like it was in a relation to the French 75 in particular and like their mission and the fact that they were going to keep going with what they were trying to attempt to do, which again, it got a little muddy there. I wasn't 100% clear
right.
what we're really trying to accomplish in this world and in this life. But I that was what I got as the reference for the title.
Mm. My final thought for this movie is I don't know anyone who spoke like these people, especially the black folks. Like, I was not impressed with it. It actually quite irked me, like to the point of like, am I offended? I think I'm knocking on that door, you know? And to your
Listen.
point, it was so unserious that I did laugh at certain parts, but I also felt like I didn't need to see this movie. Like
Oh, I wouldn't have watched it had it not been for this recap and the fact that I am trying to watch all the Oscar films. Otherwise, it's like because I've been on HBO multiple times. I've seen it, and I'm like, nah.
you know, I it took me 3 times to watch this movie. Like I had to watch it in sections. Like I could not
Hmm.
do one full sitting
Hmm.
of this movie.
Yeah, I don't think it bothered me as much as it bothered you at all. Because, like I said, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have some laughs on this. Let's go." Versus if it had been like super dramatic, I would have had to sludge through it because I'm like, I'm not in the mood for this shit. Real life is so heavy right now. I'm not
Yeah,
in the mood for this shit. So, but I get you though. I mean, taste, as we know, is subjective.
it is. It
So the
is.
fact that somebody in the academy and multiple people in the academy loved this, we'll see what happens.
We
Go ahead and
will.
give Tiana that Oscar. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, make it happen.
Go ahead.
All right, Ashley, what do you have for hidden gems this week?
I'm going to hold on hidden gems. I am in the middle of some things that I don't want to call hidden gems just yet until I really finish them. One is a book that I got sucked into thanks to Oprah
Ooh,
Daily on Instagram. They had it as
okay.
like an article to start on. So I was reading it and I got hooked. And then it was like, this is an excerpt from such and such book. I'm like, well, here we go. Let me use my Audible credits. Let me get this book. So I'm still in the middle of that. And then there's a couple of shows that I'm in the middle of as well that I want to see a little bit more about before I declare them hidden gems. So I'm going to hold and I'll be back. What about you, Delora?
Same. Like I have some things, but I'm still working on some things. So, well, our hidden gem that's not quite hidden is y'all. This was an Oscar nominee, and we are hosting our very first event, and it's our very first Oscar party, y'all. The
Hmm.
biggest night in Hollywood is we gonna be participating in it, and I'm just looking so forward to it.
It's gonna be a time.
It's like instead of us communicating via text, we'll be able to do it in real life, in real time.
And there will be a red carpet, and there will be food and drink
Drinks.
and cocktail formal attire, baby. So
Yes,
it's
yes,
gonna be a
yes,
good time. We'll share and have more details to come.
yes. All
All
right, that's
right.
all I got, Ashley.
Well, thank you for sludging through one battle after another today.
It's been a minute since I like recapped a film that I didn't really like. Like,
Yeah. Well, remember that happened to me with the last thriller film we did that was the book to screen with oh, why am I blanking on her name? Oh my gosh, we just the woman in Cabin 10 with Keira Knightley. And I really thought that I was really going to enjoy it. And I'm like, what is this? So it happens, but
yep.
it just goes to show guys that there's plenty of stuff out there to talk about that you may not always love, but still a discussion to be had. So
Yep.
let us know your thoughts on one battle after another. Keep us posted on your Oscar film watching if you are. We
Yes.
would love to hear where you're at, what you're screening. We join you for some of it. Please share this episode with everybody you know. We appreciate it. We'll be back with more. We're taking a little break next week, but we'll be back. In the meantime, as always, be blessed.
Bye.